Good morning, family. This is your boy Casey King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. I just want to give my thoughts on what I thought about NXT New Year's Evil. It was all right, man. I don't know what they're trying to do with this Ridge Holland storyline, man. But that stuff just messed up a whole lot. You come in here trying to make a storyline about a dude who all he does is not only injure himself, but injure those who he get in the ring with. And so you're trying to turn that into a storyline or whatever. I'm like, I don't know about that, man. But because of the situation that happened 3 weeks ago? Yeah, about 3 weeks ago. Dragonov was not able to compete, therefore screwing over the titleship match between him and Trick Williams. So what they decided to do, they brought back Grayson Waller. So what Melo decided to do, talk about, hey, Melo, he talk about, hey, since Trick Williams, he can beat you, he gonna put his championship title shot on the line. And Trick was looking at that fool like, what the clown is wrong with you, man? Like, you bugging, bro. You bugging. Well, he came close to losing in the main event if it wasn't for Kevin Owens coming out of nowhere just to punch Grayson Waller in the face. I was like, oh boy, I tell you, man, they we had the breakout cat, the dude that's the new breakout dude. He's this Nigerian cat. The man has some serious problems. He has everything that you want in a pro wrestler. The problem is, all he does is buck his eyes. And I said, here we go, man. I don't know what it is, man. Like I say, black pro wrestlers, man, I don't know. It's like we just don't know how to stay away from the buck dancing. Like I really try my best to find one pro wrestler that's out today that's not shucking and jiving. Just one. And it feels like everybody's on that same playing field. Don't matter the company. It don't matter. We everybody's somewhere buck dance. They either bucking their eyes, they either dancing, they either doing this, they doing that. I'm like, man, can we just be tough and be grimy and not shuck and jive? Like, why do we have to have a stereotypical gimmick? I just don't get that. But the young man beat dude from Chase U. He beat him, so he got the contract. Great, kudos to him. The women were all over the show. I want to say it was probably like 3 women's matches. I want to say about 3. We had the title match. Blair Davenport versus Lyra Valkyria. That was all right. I expected better from them, man. I don't know. I guess it's just the chemistry. I really did. I expected them to go in, but I think it's just the chemistry. We got Tiffany Stratton versus, was it Fallon? Yeah. And the loser has to be the one servant or the one slave or something like that. And I just knew Tiffany was going over. No, Tiffany didn't go over. Fallon won. Fallon got the victory. So as of right now, Tiffany is Fallon's. She's a slave. She's a servant or whatever. We got Thea Hale trying to hit on the Chase U cat. Then we got Joey Gacy chilling in the trunk of Tony D'Angelo and them. And I mean, listen, NXT just is a weird program. It's weird. Like, I'm being 100%. I know I know my main man Melo love that. Probably he love NXT, but man, NXT is very weird. Like I've been watching it. I've been keeping up with things, and it's just a lot of weird vibes, weird characters. And I mean, you got the Dominican Republican version of Crime Time with my man Reggie, and then I'm like, how Reggie go from being a French butler slave to a masked wonder to a thug? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I just find it hilarious. But yeah, like I said, Ridge Holland had his storyline. He sat down with the old girl, talked about, he trying to find himself. He figured, maybe I come back down to NXT and try to gather myself or whatever. I'm like, it is what it is. But yeah, they still teasing on this whole breakup between Melo and Trick. And as always, when Trick come out there, Booker T, oh yeah, man, look, Booker T know he was yeah, man. Man, y'all, I listen. Like I said, I know y'all love NXT. Like I said, NXT is definitely it's definitely. If I wanted to tell you the bold-faced truth, NXT as of right now is the more, I want to say it's the more wrestling heavy / story driven show outside of the main roster, because what they're trying on the main roster, they just trying to get everybody to the Royal Rumble right now. But one thing I can tell Shawn Michaels is Michaels seems to be good at trying to get people invested in characters or whatever. But another thing Michaels do need a lot of work in, he need a lot of work on the stereotypical gimmicks, because that seems like that entire show is stereotypical gimmicks, from the Tony D family to Joey Gacy and then the girls and all. I mean, it's crazy. It's genuinely crazy. I'm trying to think. It was some other things that probably happened on the show. I think Roxanne Perez, I think she went against old girl. I think she went against somebody. Yeah, she went against that other chick, the one that was trying to take a locker. That's what she went against. But yeah, man, NXT, it was okay. New Year's Eve was okay. You know, I expected better, but because of the situation that happened with Dragonov, you know, and like I said, they're trying to get us to the breakup of Melo and Trick. But, you know, I'm like this. I'm like, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a quick one. I ain't really got nothing else to say. It's a lot of, you know, okay, let's talk about it. Listen, what did I tell y'all about that doggone? I told you about the monopoly that is around the corner. Now I see why TNA was able to come back. Now it's starting to make sense. Apparently now, TNA pay-per-views will no longer be called pay-per-views. They're going to be called PLEs, because they are now under the TKO umbrella. I say that's just one step. That's one step. So as of right now, you might as well call them WWE TNA, because they under the WWE umbrella right now. And I'm like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can say, but Hard to Kill is around the corner. I will definitely be checking it out. You'll be getting a review from me on Hard to Kill. But you know, it is what it is. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm just letting the car warm up before I drive off. Y'all already know what to do. Hit the comment section up. Tell me what y'all thought about New Year's Evil. And we out. Hit that doggone subscribe button. Make sure I hit that like button. And I'll talk to y'all kids later. I'll let your boy.